Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today I want to share with you guys a new shop update that I have. I'm going to be bringing these journal maker kits to my Etsy shop, and I have a video. If you guys stay tuned, I will be sharing what's included in this, and I also have a few other kits also. I put together this collection of journal maker kits, and these actually work really well with my latest printables. If you guys have been watching me on Instagram or following me on Instagram, I have a collection called Little Blessings, and these work really well with the journal kits. Look how beautiful they look together. I just love these so much. I'm a little bit obsessed with them. I'm actually keeping one of these just for me because I love them so much. I think they are so beautiful, and it's probably one of my favorite collections that I have made. I just love that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. I wanted to kind of share the differences between them. So these ones are just the regular kit, and I was gonna mention that when I created this tag, I had some of these little tassels, but I didn't have enough for all the kits, so all the first purchases will get one of these. And then when I run out, basically, that's that. So I have maybe 10 of these, so the first 10 purchases will get a kit with the tassel on it, okay? So, and then one is like this, is a little bit different. But let's get started. I'm going to open one of these up so you can see what is included in it. And I did run out of one of the fabrics right here, and I'm going to show you guys what one of the other kits actually, what I used for the other kit. So basically this one, I'll show you guys, is A. This one will be the first one. I'll call it A. Okay. Okay, so this is how your package will come, and it's tied with some chiffon ribbon, and I'm just gonna pull this down like this. Okay, so this chiffon ribbon, I attached one of my, this is actually part of my Little Blessings backgrounds kit, and I minimized the page and I made it, this is from the tall printable, and I printed 9 to a page, so I can use it as a tag with these kits because I just love how well they work together. Okay, so with this you get a couple pieces of trim. This is, I just love this. Isn't this pretty? This is actually elastic. See that? And what I did was I put some tape on some of them. I just kind of glue the edge because it kind of unravels. And same with these pieces right here, this trim. I put some tape, or I glued some of the edges so that it doesn't unravel. And it also comes with this pretty flower. See that? And they're all attached with the bullpen. So basically you can pull these apart and use them anywhere in your journal, or you can use them as they are like this. I think they look pretty just like that too. But they could be used in a journal. And let's see. Oh, I was gonna actually show you the measurements. So this is, it's about 6 inches, so between 5 and 6 inches long. Okay, these pieces right here. Okay, and then of course it comes with the, I already mentioned the chiffon ribbon. So those are perfect for using in your journal. And then I made this textile swatch card, and it's got some of the textile pieces. And then I also made this ruffle, and I embroidered the little hearts on there. And I attached it with a little golden paper clip so that you can actually, if you wanted to, you can remove it and add it to anywhere else in your journal. Okay, so there's that little card. And now we're going to go to the textile. So I got a couple brown pieces. This piece right here is silk. And then this piece, I believe, is satin. And I just love these pieces. I think they're so pretty. This has like an iridescent color. And then the silk, I just love working with silk. It's probably one of my favorite things to work with. I love silk and linen, actually. And then I also have this piece. Okay, so this piece actually has a brown liner with it. So you can use this for anything you wish. This would be a great journal cover though. Wouldn't that be pretty? And I left it like this. A lot of my fabrics are repurposed fabrics, but I also do buy fabrics from the fabric store because sometimes I don't have everything I need to complete a kit and make something that is so cohesive and works well together. So I will buy brand new products also to include in my kits, but I do love to use repurposed fabrics also. Anyways, so I left this seam right here. I cut all the pieces. Everything's hand cut by me. But I left this seam because sometimes I would like to work with it when I make a journal or a project. If this is already sewed like this, I could just put in like cardboard. Each kit will come with this piece of cardboard. So let's say you have a cardboard piece that you want to use for your journal. You can always just kind of sandwich it in, and you know, that could be a journal cover. So that's why I left it like this, but some of the pieces, the way I had to cut them out, they'll be cut all the way. You'll have just like 2 squares, just like this, okay? So it'll be totally random what you get because it's hard to keep track of them. But each one will get one of these, and these pieces right here will be between 11 and 12 inches. Okay, so they kind of vary in size also. So same with these. Most of the time I try to go with 12 inches, but sometimes they'll be like, let's say they're around 11 inches. Okay? Okay, so here's my silk piece. And then I have the satin piece, which is also iridescent. It has like a golden look to it. I love these browns. I think if you're gonna have a brown color, having it in silk and satin is just so pretty. And I love the combination with the blues. It's just so pretty. That contrast is so pretty. And then I have this piece right here. Now some of these might have a little bit of discoloration, but for the most part, I actually went through and I looked at them carefully. Everything has been cleaned, and I even ironed them, even though when you fold them, sometimes they still get, I think when I packaged it, you get a few folds, but every single piece has been ironed also. And then this is the piece that will vary. Okay, so this piece right here is part of a bigger piece, and it's like very velvety. It feels so good. I just love the way this is. And each piece will get a little bit of a different print because it came from a larger piece. So this is the one that's going to be different. This will be with kit A. All right, and I'll take a picture and I'll post it there so you'll know the difference between this one and the other one. But really, they both work really beautifully. I would just, I would work with either one. You know, I think they're both really beautiful. And then I have this piece of fabric, which I love this color. I think it also works really well. And then this piece of lace. So this is the silk and satin kit, and if you picked up one of my collection of printables, this works so beautifully with it. But even if you're looking for something that's a little bit darker or a little bit more fall themed, this works really great as for any type of slow stitch projects. So I'm gonna have these in my shop. This is gonna be kit A, all right? So it's Journal Maker Silk and Satin Fabric Kit A. Okay, so I'm gonna move these aside so I can show you guys the other collection, or kit B. I'm gonna show you guys kit B. Okay, so here is kit B. And I'm not going to open everything. I'm just gonna show you guys the difference. The different piece. Let's see. Kit B will have this piece. So this is the difference. Isn't that pretty? I love the blue. I love the color. Okay, so that's the difference between the maker kits. This one's going to have this piece right here. See that right there? And then this one's going to have this one. So this is A and this is B. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to move on because I want to show you guys my premium kit, which is really, really huge. It's so much bigger than these ones. And I only have 2 of those ones. Okay, so now I have this kit. This is my premium collection. And I was also going to mention that these are all limited editions. I don't have, I have some remnants of each piece, but I don't have enough to remake everything again. So these are limited edition kits. And this is the premium. Look how huge it is. This is full of so many pieces. This will be good for multiple kits, or this will be good for multiple journals or multiple projects. So if you love this color scheme and if you love all the pieces, this is like an ultimate kit and I just love it. There's a lot of hand sewn details on here and I'm going to kind of go through each one. Okay, so these kits, they each come with this really pretty jewel, and it's a turquoise color, and I attached it to this card right here on the cover with a bull pin, so you can actually use it on a journal. You can use it on a journal cover or on a ribbon. And then I also attached this really pretty trim right here, and so it's almost like a little dangle. So you can actually add this just as it is to a journal, or you could just use the pieces for decorating your journal. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna have the creams and the light colors are on the front, and then on the back I have the darker colors and all these really pretty ruffles, which I hand stitched, and I have little hearts embroidered on there. Okay, so this comes with like all these ruffles. There's so many ruffles, and it even has a handmade rose. I hand sewed this rose with some, let's see, I think it's a satin. Yeah, I was gonna say silk, but it looks like it's the satin, the iridescent piece. Okay, I'm gonna actually go through and show you everything here. I didn't package this one up so I can show you guys all the pieces that it comes with. Okay, so let's start here with the ruffles. So I have ruffles from the fabric, and I made ruffles and I have little hearts embroidered on there. Okay, and then it also comes with this really pretty tassel. Okay, so it actually comes with, okay, so each kit has 3, 6, I guess 8 ruffles. Okay, so I have these ruffles also, and then this is attached again with a bull pin, so they could be removed. And then there's a button there also, and then you can glue these to your, basically your journal pages. So isn't that pretty? or like this, or then this one. Okay, so I have these ruffles. Okay, then the rose. I love the rose. Usually when I go to make roses, it's kind of a process, and they don't always, each one is going to look different because it's not something that is like really methodical. I have to work with the fabric and the type of fabric that I have. So here's the rose. I don't know if you can see this one. They're just a little bit different. But I love making handmade roses, and I thought I'd include one with the premium kits. And then I have this. These are 2 ruffles. So when I'm counting the ruffles, I'm counting these 6, 7, 8. So these are ruffles also. Okay, and I made them to look like little leaves for the rose. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so basically everything on here, this is like a little cluster. This would be really beautiful on a journal cover too. Wouldn't that be pretty? So basically I have this fabric that that's the back of it, and then I have the 2 leaves and then the rose, and they're all attached on a bullpen. Okay, so that could be removed if you wanted to, and if you wanted to just glue it down or move it. I figured that if it's on a bullpen, that gives you a little bit more freedom of how you want to use this. Okay, and then I attached this paper clip, so you can also clip it on a page if you wanted to. Okay, so there's that. And then I also have these 2 pieces of trim. And these are going to be approximately, I think they'll be approximately 8 inches long, okay? And then this piece is even longer. Look at that. I love this, this trim with the sequins. So this one, you might get about maybe 16, 17 inches. Let's see. So yeah, they're gonna be the same, I believe. Yeah. And then this one's just rolled up at the bottom. See that? Okay. And then it has the pretty little flower right there. And it's all attached again with a paper clip. And I added some glue there so that it doesn't unravel. So when you cut it, you might want to either add some glue or maybe some tape, so that it doesn't unravel. Okay, so those are those pieces. Now let's move on to the kit. This also comes with a textile swatch card, which I made. And then I have the little ruffle on there also. And then I have a gold paper clip with the button. And the button can come off. It's just attached on there. And I actually even glued it, added a little bit of tape because it wasn't staying properly for my photos. So I added a bit of tape, but you can actually glue it on there. You can add some crazy glue if you wanted to keep it on there. Okay, and so there's that. Let's see. And then it comes with some chiffon ribbon. Okay. Let's move some stuff out of the way so I have room because there's a lot of pieces in here. Okay, and so we can start with this. It comes with this piece right here. And then it also comes with this piece. Isn't this pretty? So all these pieces can actually be put together to make an interesting journal because there's so many different pieces. Or you can use just, like you can make a smaller journal if you wanted to, like this with it. Or you can combine this with the browns, right? Or use it on the spine. Wouldn't that be pretty? Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay, so this one, let's see the size of it. So it's going to be approximately 10.5 inches by 11. Okay, Okay, and then this is again that really pretty iridescent brown, and this is going to be 11.5 by 12 inches. So around 11 to 12 inches is what I try to go with. See this one too. This is the silk. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So these are the browns, and then I have the chiffon, which, isn't that pretty? I love these brown tones. And then I have this large piece of lace. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. So those are the browns, and then I'm gonna go back to these lighter colored pieces. I love the variety. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to these, and this one is, this is more of a synthetic. The back of it feels a little bit like leather, but look how pretty the front of it is. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I love that. And then I have this one. And then I'm gonna go with this one first. Isn't this beautiful? This is actually velvet, and it's like quilted. See that? I think that's pretty interesting. And I love the way it feels, and I love the color, just so beautiful. And then I also have another piece of velvet in the same color. And then a large piece of lace. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And then I have this piece of, basically it's like netting, and it's just so beautiful. I love using this in my journals also. And then I have this piece here, and it has some beading on there, but you have to be careful because they fell off. They're coming off on some of the parts. But isn't this lace beautiful? And look at all the hand stitching. Just so pretty. Okay, so this is what the premium collection comes with. Okay, it's got all these different pieces. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the digital kits that I have, and I also have a journal maker kit, which is a book page kit, and more, basically. So when I go to make a journal, this is kind of my process. I pick out my textiles that I would like to work with, like my inspiration pack, my textiles, anything that I want to make a journal cover with. I start with that. Then I might pick out my printable kits that I want to work with, and then I also bring in some extra pieces to make it look unique, which could be book pages, magazine pages, wallpapers, and I have that in here also. And I only have a few of these kits, so stay tuned. I'm gonna open this in a little bit. First, I'm gonna start with these ones, and I'm gonna show you guys really quickly what each of these kits includes, so you can kind of see. Okay, so this kit has 16 standard background layouts, and they're printed one-sided and on regular paper. And then I also have 4 pages of ephemera printed on 110-pound cardstock. And then each kit will get a little card with a church or a Bible or something similar from that collection. I'm just adding that as an extra in there because I just created this digital and I had a couple extra. So I'm actually doing a little bit of a destash. I figured if I sell some of my kits, it'll kind of clear up a little bit of space for me because usually I like to just keep creating. If I have them printed, I usually try to keep creating, but this will help me clear out a little bit of space and also offer something for those that don't have a printer. Okay, so this, I'll show you guys. This is printed on just regular paper and it's one-sided, okay? Oh, I love this. I was gonna actually show you guys what I created with this, which is a little bit different. I'm gonna use this for a journal. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't this be a really pretty journal topper? I glued it on some thicker card book board, I should say. So it's thicker than cardstock, but isn't that beautiful? I love it. Hold on, how's it go? Okay, so I grabbed it and I turned it upside down. See that? I used it this way. Okay, so that's just an idea, but I love that. I think it's so pretty and unique. Okay. I love the vintage look of these pages. Every time I look through them, I want to create something else or work with them again. Okay, so now we're at the ephemera part. And so these are printed on cardstock. And I use Pen Gear cardstock from Walmart. I've tried a lot of different ones, and that one is my favorite at this point. Okay, oh, I forgot to mention, this is actually an envelope. So you cut it out, and then you fold it along the lines, right? Okay, so there's one kit. And here's another one with the standard pages again. There's the church. Okay. So pretty. I love these images. Okay, so now we are at the ephemera part. These are the tags and the labels. Aren't those beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love these so much. If you guys want inspiration, I actually just completed a journal about a week ago, and I have a flip through using basically this collection. So if you missed that, you might want to go back and look. And here's the envelope. Isn't that pretty? I love all the layering. So, so pretty. Okay, you can tell I love this kit. I love this collection so, so much. Yeah. I mean, I usually love all my collections, but maybe when I'm working on it, I just get really excited. So I'm all about the blue right now, and I was so excited when I put together the whole paper collection, and I mean the textile collection, and I love how good it all works together. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're at the tall kits. Okay, so this one comes with this card. Okay. Okay, so for this one, I happened to accidentally print it on cardstock. So this one will be on cardstock, okay? But the rest is on regular paper. That's just gonna be an extra bonus in there. Because I wanted each kit to have 20 pieces to it. So basically, what is it? 16 background papers or layouts. And then the rest is ephemera. And then, if you think about it, though, with the ephemera, you get 4 pieces, but it's actually 4 printables. You're actually getting a ton of different pieces, right? There's at least 4, if not more, per page, right? I love these so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's this one. So I have cabinet card printables with churches and Bibles, and if you've been following me, you will know about this kit, and it's a nice kit. I love it. Okay, so here's the next one. I'm gonna add timestamps at the bottom so you guys can skip if you need to and find exactly what you guys need, because this is gonna be a shop update with kind of like all the new things in my shop, so you can kind of get an idea of what comes with each kit, if that makes sense. Okay, and then these, I love these so much. Aren't these sweet? Okay. And then, is that it? Or do I have... Oh, I have the book page kit. Okay. Okay, so everything is tied up in a pretty blue ribbon. Okay, and I have this piece of chipboard which I wrapped up with some doily, and this will be a pretty little card, or kind of like a journaling card you can tuck into a journal. It's got the brown tones, which gives it like an older feel. It has that contrast, and then you have the pretty doily also. So I made this to add to it, and I also made it because I wanted some stability to this envelope, because inside I have a delicate pressed flower. Isn't that pretty? So you can now take it out and use it wherever you want in your journal, but I just put it in here. You can use it as it is also, but I tucked it in here to protect it. And then I also use this piece to protect it also, to give it some stability. And that's another way that if you know that you need to do something in your journal and kind of protect something, you can always do it beautifully and decorate it with a doily. That's kind of a good tip. Okay, and then it's wrapped up with this pretty blue embroidery thread. Okay, then the kit will also come with some wallpaper samples, and again, they're gonna coordinate with the blue collection that I have, because this was really my inspiration, right? Okay, so I'll pull these pieces off because those aren't wallpaper, but I'm going to show you guys the wallpaper first. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that so much, and look how beautifully that matches. Oh my gosh. I find this so inspiring. I love this so much. Okay, look at all these pieces. I think they're so beautiful and they all work so well with the collection, and I love how well everything kind of coordinates, right? Okay, and everything is put together with this pretty little gold paper clip. Is that pretty? Okay, and then I also have a little bit of scrapbook paper, cardstock. It's actually, yeah, cardstock. I have a Pictionary card in there. Again, I love the color. Doesn't that look good together? I have a little tag. And then this is actually a little printable that I printed this and I had it handy, so I'm attaching them on here because I think it looks so pretty with the colors. Okay, let's move on. Now I have a little envelope here, and it has, should I open it? I don't want to tear the envelope. I think you can see through the envelope, but basically I have 8 little gold photo corners in there. Okay. Okay, then I have some vintage pieces right here of ephemera because these are so great to use in a journal to kind of add a unique look. And this piece right here will be just a little bit different. 2 of them will be this color and 2 other ones will be more of a blue color. But I think they work really well anyways. Okay, then I have a creamy envelope with a card, and I love the color. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Okay, then I have a flash card, some brown cardstock. This is a telephone, a vintage phone receipt. And then I have some stationery right here in this pretty blue. Isn't that beautiful? I got some cardstock right here, and then there's the stationery again. And now the name, if you don't like the name, you could just add some washi tape to cover that up. And then I have some book pages, and I love these because they're yellowed and they work so well with the whole collection. This one I believe is in French right here. This one and this one. And some of them have, it has like writing on there. This one's in English. I have 2 pieces. And then this one's in English. They're from different books. Different pieces, different aging. This is exactly what I do when I go make a journal. I pull out pieces like this and I'm ready to go once I pull together my stash. Here's like a card. Isn't that pretty? And it's like a little frame inside. So what you could do actually is you can actually make a journal out of this. See that? You could put a photo in there. And then you can just tie a ribbon, really, with your papers. And then you have a little journal. Or you can cut it apart and use it. But I thought I'd include that. I have a doily. Okay, so now I'm going to get to some of the magazine pages. When I use magazine pages or other type of ephemera in my journals, especially a journal that is like this style, I feel like this is so pretty and so romantic. I want my pages to really match this look. So that's kind of what I thought of when I pulled my papers. So this one has like the blue and then the doily, and so that's what I included. This, if you wanted to, you can cover it up. That's what I would do because I like to keep with kind of the style of the journal. I want some vintage pieces. If you want to go more eclectic, you can leave that too or use this for something else, but that's kind of my thought process. Here's another one with the doily. And then I have this paper with the grid, and I love the blue on there. And then I also have a book page, and I try to put, it's actually one of those larger journaling pages, and I try to use some kind of, I try to be mindful of the words on there. So this one has Godfather and Godmother, and so I feel like that's associated with babies and like their baptism, and then it says grandchild there. They're not all going to be the same. I think another one has, I'm trying to think what other words there were. I think one had like carefree on it, which I would kind of feel would match with like a, if you were to make this for a baby, it would work, right? So I kind of picked words that I felt like would work. But with words also, I also use book pages also for the print. So I don't always have to match them, if that makes sense. Okay? Isn't this pretty? I love this. Okay, and then I have a music sheet. I love this song. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, whatever will be, will be. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I had to include this in the kit. And then I also picked this because, okay, so all the kits will get some kind of like living room interior or like a house, because I feel like, again, it works so beautifully with it. I don't know, it just makes sense to me. So I have two of them on there, and then of course I had to include a grandfather clock or a big clock. This one has a big clock. Some of the other ones have a grandfather clock with it, and I think that this type of magazine page works so well, again, with the elegance of these collections, although they don't have to go with this collection, but that's kind of my theme, so that's kind of what I was going for. I was going for like something really pretty and elegant, and so that's kind of the idea here. Okay, so that's what this kit is. I'm gonna actually I'll include details below and links to my Etsy shop, so that if you are interested in it, I have everything there. And I also have other kits in my Etsy shop. Go ahead and check, because I have other printables still available. I have 2 journals available in my Etsy shop, plus different ephemera packs or journal maker kits. So if you guys want to go take a look. And I'm also going to be running a sale on my printable kits. And if you guys haven't checked my nature kit, I have a bunch of fall themed printables under the nature section in my Etsy shop. Okay, so that is, let's see, am I done? I think I have something else I want to share with you guys, so that you guys, I think I purchased this from a book sale, and I was actually going to use it, but now I kind of don't want to cut it up. It's a Marie Antoinette book, and I think it's such a beautiful book that I thought maybe I'll offer it in my Etsy shop and see if anybody else wants to buy it before I just cut into it, because I don't know, it has some really beautiful images. Look, isn't that beautiful? And the pages are actually, they're matte. They're not glossy. I actually bought it to use. I thought, gosh, I could use it to make a journal. If you do decide to tear it up and make a journal with it, that's fine, because that's what I was gonna do. But I don't know. I thought maybe I'll just list it and see if anybody wants to purchase it. And then, yeah, isn't that pretty? It's like a 3 pages. Wow. Isn't that pretty? These are beautiful pages. Gosh, I love this one. Oh my gosh. I might have second thoughts. No, since I said I will list it, I will keep my word and list it. And it does have highlights. It's highlighted in parts of it, but isn't that pretty? Some of these images are great. Ooh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. That's really pretty. So it would make a really great, I like that. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh. There are a lot of pages in here that could be used in a journal. Just beautiful. Wow, that's so pretty too. I don't know what this is. Okay. This is like a letter. So I guess she wrote this to Maria Teresa. Okay, interesting. Oh, isn't that pretty? These are so beautiful. Oh man. Yeah, this would be a great book to use. So cute. Wow. Ooh, that's a beautiful map. Wow, that is so beautiful. I love this too. There are so many interesting pictures in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think I will put it in my shop, although I'm like, gosh, I want some of these pages. No, I'll put it in my shop and we'll see. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.